and the old triangle.
Where jingle, jangle, all along the banks of the Royal Canal. The screw is peeping, as well as listening. And you be bloody weeping if you don't give over your moaning. You might even go down there and give you something to moan about. Wings 2, 3, and 1. Stand to your doors. Come on, pin up yourselves.
Did you hear the commotion last night round in D-Wing? Or the creed must have come true?
Aye, but there's been two for a haircut or shave. I wonder which one's been shoved.
Dunlavin might know. Give him a call there.
Hey, Dunlavin!
Your hands that will welcome you in. There are gifts that I'm learning to give. There are two eyes
Hey, Dunlavin! Are you gonna screw that place of yours away?
far away where the blue shadows fall. I have come to contentment and rest, and the toils of the day will be overcome.
Hey, Dunlavin!
In my little grey home in the west.
What do you think that is you're polishing? A railway cup?
I'm shining this up for a special visitor. Amy, from the Department of Justice, is calling up today to inspect the cells.
Will he be round again so soon?
He's always round the day before an execution. I think he must be in the hanging and flogging section.
Dunlavin! There you are at the corner of the wing, with the joints in the hot water pipes bringing you news from every art and part. Any time you put your ear to it.
Well,
Well, what was the commotion last night round in D-Wing? Did the Quare Fellow get a reprieve?
just a minute, till I put back my little bit of china, and I return and tell all. Now, which Quare Fellow did you mean? The fellow that beat his wife's brains out of the silver-top cane that was a presentation to him from the combined excess, refunds and staff branch of the late Great Southern Railway is reprieved. Though why him, any more than the other fellow, is more than I can tell.
Well, I suppose he just killed her and left it at that. He didn't chop the corpse of afterward with a butcher's knife.
Yeah, right enough. And then again, the other fella, he used a meat chopper. Real bogman act. Nearly as bad as the shotgun, or getting the weed killer mixed up in the stirrup. But you know, a fella with a silver top cane, that's a cut above meat choppers, no matter whatever way you look at it.
Well, I suppose we can expect old Silver top very soon to start his life.
Aye, we have a couple of vacancies.
There's a new pair up here already.
Ah, I declare to God you're right. Oh, it's not him at all. It's another fellow. Serving 2 years for the dirty beast. Would you look what the dirty man beast is in for? I declare to God, putting the legs of that beside me. They must think this is the Sloblands.
There's another fella here.
I hope it's not another of that persuasion. Ah, no. It's only the murderer wants me to go. She wouldn't mind old Silvertop. Sure, killing your wife is a natural class of thing to do. It happened to the best of us. But as for this other dirty beast here,
Ah, well. Now he's here, he just have to do his bird life like anyone else.
that doesn't mean you should do it in the next flowering day for me. Robbers, thieves, murderers I can abide. But that class of thing, good luck, Joe Doyle.
This fellow was dead lucky.
Live lucky.
Two fellows waiting to be topped, and he's the one that gets away. As a general rule, they don't like reprieving one and topping the other.
so as to be on the safe side right enough and not be making fish of one and flesh of the other, they usually top both. But then again, the minister might have said, well, enough is as good as a feast.
Must be a great thing to be told at the last minute you're not going to be topped after all. To be lying there, sweating and watching. And the two screws for the death watch coming round at 12 o'clock, and the two go off shaking hands with you. And you go up to bed and stare up at the ceiling.
The two screws nod to each other across the fire to make a sup of tea, but to make it easy in case they wake you. You turn round your bed towards the fire and you say, I'll have a sup as a rabbit. And one screw says to you, ah, so you're awake, Mick. We were just wetting it. Isn't it lucky you spoke up in time?
And after that the tea is drunk and they offer you cigarettes. Though the mouth is burned off you from the smoking. And anyway, you've got more than they have. You've got that many of you leaving them after you. And you lie down and get up and lie down. And all the while the two screws, not letting on to be minding you, but not taking their eyes off you for 1/2 minute. And you walk up and down a little bit more.
And they ask you, would you like a game of drafts, or would you sooner write a letter? And getting on to morning. You hear a bell out in the city, and you ask them the time, and they won't tell you.
Put a good face on it, and one of them says, there's that old watch stopped again. Have you your watch, Jack? And the other fella says, making a great joke of it altogether, sure, I'd have to run up as far as the North Dublin pawn shop to ask them to let me have a look at it. And then everything stops, and the door opens, and your blood freezes, and they come in, and they ask your man to stand up. That's if he's able, and they read him something. I am instructed to inform you that the minister has, he hasn't, he has, he hasn't.
Quare Fellow says, did you say has recommended or has not recommended? I didn't quite catch that.
My bloody oath, but he catches it. So I remember another time in a case like this when there was two fellas to be topped, and the guy from the prison board, as it was back in old Max Breed's time, didn't he come up and tell the wrong man he was to be reprieved? Your man was delighted for a few hours until they come back in and they said to him, sorry, my mistake, but you're to be topped after all.
And the fellow that was reprieved, I bet he was glad.
Of course he was glad. Anyone that says that being home is better than doing life, let them leave it to his own discretion. You know who feels it worse going out to be topped?
Corkmen and Northerners, they've such bloody hard necks. When I was in England, there was a screw doing time. He'd been smuggling out medical reports on hangings to the Sunday papers, and he told me that one bloke lives 17 minutes at the end of a row.
17 minutes? I don't believe that. 17 bloody minutes is a long time to be standing on the end of a rope.
It was their own medical report.
I've made odds to make Silvertop isn't half charmed himself. He's not going with the meat chopper in the morning.
And you could sing that if you had an airport.
And they'll have him down to reception and change into fries up here any time now.
And this other tulip here. Bad and all the Silvertop was to bait his wife's brains out. I'd as lief of him near me as this other dirty beast. I won't have an ounce of luck in the 6 months that I've left here with this dirty beast here, and me hoping to tap Uncle Healy for a letter to the roomkeepers when I go out.
Dunlavin, is the department trying to reform, reconstruct, and rehabilitate you in your old age?
Something like that.
Now we know the cause of all this spring cleaning.
And a fellow in the kitchen told me today they're doing a special dinner on account of Uncle Healy's visit.
You mean we're getting food around yesterday?
That's right. But I can't be standing here yapping to yous. I have to go and tidy my cell up and hang up my holy pictures and think up a few funny remarks for Healy. God, the stuff that Jimmy O'Day is getting paid thousands for. I have to do it for a pair of old socks and a ticket from the prisoner's aid.
He's bringing one. Is it Silvertop or the other fella?
Silvertop. I see him half carried into the circle last night when he was sentenced to death.
He's got a right spring in his step this morning then.
He's not looking all that happy, but still, I suppose he's an out of the shot yet.
Stand by the door, Tremaine. Later on when the doctor's seen you, these fellas will show you how to lay her. Put your kid on the floor. Cuffs! Quick!
You got it, sir. Ha! That's a good one. You're not in the condemned cells there, you know. No snivel allowed here.
Unless you manage to scrounge a dog end off their lands.
Or a man the likes of yourself that's allowed them as a special concession could leave them behind in the exercise yard. Not, by God, that we got much after you. What did you do with your dog ends?
Put them in the fire.
You what?
How was it that the other poor bastard that got no reprieve, how was it that he was always able to leave a trail of books behind him when he went off exercise?
I've never been to prison. How was I meant to know?
You're a curse of God's liar, my friend. You did know, for it was whispered to him by the fellows from the hospital bringing the grub over to the condemned cells. He never gave them as much as a match. And he couldn't even bring his dog ends out to the exercise yard to leave them behind for us to pick up when we came out later.
I bet you're charmed yourself you're not going through the iron door tomorrow morning.
Oi, you're better off in that ill suit than the wooden overcoat the Quare Fellow's gonna get tomorrow morning.
The longest you could do would be 20 years. More than likely, you'll get out in half that. Last man to finish up in the bog, he done 11.
11? How do you live through that?
A minute at a time.
You haven't got a bit of snout for in there, have you? Maybe Dunlavin has. Hey, Dunlavin! Have you ever a smoke you'll give this chap, hey, Dunlavin?
Huh? What is it?
Could you manage to give this chap something to smoke? They're a bit of snout at all.
Who? Where?
This poor chap here after been smoking about 60 a day.
Now I have you. Sure, I thought you were the old fella, and you're only the murderer God comfort you. Certainly so. Certainly so. Here you are now. Reprieved in the small hours of the morning. Good man. Reprieved in the small hours of this morning. God love you, your bread. The dead arose and appeared to many, as the man said. The dead arose and appeared to many. Bread. Can I give you a word of advice? That place where you're standing, it's not the best idea. You get a bad name there. See, this is your floor, you dead over here. Look, it's got your name on it and your particulars. Age 43, religion RC. Life. And the damn sight better than that list any day of the week.
It always says that. The governor will explain to you later this morning.
Or maybe they get Holy Uncle Healy to do it.
Have yourself a quiet firm here before the screw comes around. We'll keep Nick.
God knows I've got the pick of good neighbours, lovely people. But give me a decent murderer any day, rather than the legs of this dirty beast. Well, I'm away off into my sad now to do me bit of Dobian before Healy comes round. I'll see you later. Thanks for the snow, Mr. Dunlap. You're welcome. Call again when you're passing. But remember, the next wife you kill and you smoking 40 a day in the condemned cells, think of them not so fortunate as yourself. And leave a few dog ends behind you in the exercise.